The Doc is In is sponsored by Amada Senior Care.
Fox 56 News Chief Medical Contributor Dr. Ryan Stanton back in studio.
He's continued to focus on the bridge that collapsed in Baltimore and break down what he refers to as C.O.W.S.
Yeah, absolutely. And online, we both saw the same thing with this little acronym, and I turned it around because C.O.W.S seems like something that's a little bit easier to remember.
What was it? SWOC?
SWOC.
I was like, how am I ever going to remember SWOC?
So C.O.W.S is a lot easier to remember. So we're going to talk about now why we're going to do it in the order that we're going to do it and how we're going to increase survival if it were to happen to you. Earlier, we talked about escaping from a submerged vehicle. We talked about remembering C.O.W.S. If you're in that situation, the C.O.W.S being the seat belt off, the windows open, get out quickly, and of course children first. The reason that is recommended in that order is that the vehicle will initially float. Also, the battery will continue to function for quite a bit of time and will allow the windows to be opened. Very quickly, you won't be able to open the doors because of the outside water pressure. If you follow these steps quickly, you will basically be able to get out of the vehicle as it's still mainly on top of the water, on surface of the water, and as they mentioned in this acronym, getting out down into the water from your vehicle. Cars tend to sink nose first due to the weight of the engine, and the longer you wait, the harder it is to get out. You do need to get the children out first, as it's extremely difficult to get back into the vehicle once you've gotten out of it. Many have asked about glass breaking devices, and those are more for getting into vehicles if necessary, such as a pet or a child left in a vehicle, but can be a last-ditch device if the windows won't open. But if submerged, the pressure differential is going to be significant, so be very careful with that and be ready for it. Unfortunately and thankfully, if this happens, this unfortunate thing happens, thankfully this is incredibly rare, but that's one of those things that one of the little glass punches, having one of those available as part of your car tools, having it accessible is not going to be a bad idea, but ideally getting out first through the windows, don't worry about the doors, is going to be the best and safest way if it happens to you. But most importantly, reminder, stay calm.
If you're submerged and the water's completely over your car and you have one of those things that you have in your right hand there, how hard do you have to hit the glass?
It's incredibly hard. The new windows on vehicles, of course, the front's not going to break. That's going to be a laminated glass. You're not going to do anything with that. The side windows are still incredibly strong. So if you've seen a lot of videos, people with hammers hitting these windows and they're not breaking. The back window is going to be pretty strong as well. So with that pressure, it's going to be rigid. It's not going to shake. You're almost going to have some sort of either mechanical device or a hammer to actually get that open. That's why we advise just getting that window open. It seems counterintuitive if you're in the water to open the windows of your vehicle, but that's going to be your best way out if you get into that situation. And again, here, the situations we see with the fire department tend to be ponds, streams, lakes, things like that, where we don't have the vertical fall that you saw with the Key Bridge.
Seems like it might be a good idea to have something sharp too, because you don't always think like, get my seatbelt off. You know, you may have the impact and the seatbelt could be stuck on you. Would it be good to have something else to cut those off?
Most of these commercial based will have not only the punch but also the belt cutter.
Okay, good.
And there's actually a commercial one out there that looks like a small hammer that has all of that stuff to help you escape from a vehicle, no matter the issue, whether it's water, fire, an incident, whatever it may be, that can help you get out of the vehicle. And I do think that's a wise tool to have beside you as the driver.
All right, well, I'll be looking on Amazon or going to Walmart to go find one.
There we go.
There we go.
Our new sponsor right there.
Thank you, Doc. We'll be right back.
Download the Fox 56 Weather Authority app today.